brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field, hit the win. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. Lace up the shoes, taste of the rings. Yeah, beats, leave it in the streets. Break colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number two. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in the season. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition is nasty. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my numbers right. Can't let these frauds beat us. Never let it be. I'm focused on my next. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good, we don't need feedback. They clear the way, coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the use. What I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the use. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, taste of the use. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news. How fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on.
Well, Coach, while much of the country is struggling under cold temps and some of that white stuff, no such troubles here at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The excitement brewing here in South Florida as a moment ago the Dolphin starters were introduced to this home crowd. They're fired up as well as they get set to match up with Carson Wentz and the Philadelphia Eagles. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll look to throw on first down with Josh Rosen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Drake. No gain, and it's second down. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Rosen will throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Nigel Bradham flying in and laying the lumber defensively. 3rd and long here for Rosen. And that will be incomplete. Ronald Darby that time, the one who got a hand in and knocked it free.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
At their own 47-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 45-yard line.
Where's 52? Watch 52. 52's the mic. Hey, Echo. Listen.
Now wins. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
They'll run with a second-year man from ASU, Kalen Ballage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. A gain there of 21 yards.
Alert. Hey, foxtrot.
On first down, it's Rosen. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Throw left side complete. That's Grant. A gain of 13. It's a first down. First foray into the red zone for Miami. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Hug. You got tight right there. 58's the mic. 58.
Now Ballage. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Yeah, Mike. Not today, you are. Not today. Monday. Say. 80.
Hey, exit.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Rosen. This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a pickup of just 2, and that's going to make it 4th down. Sanders' kick is good. And the Dolphins will jump out to a 3-0 lead. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away. but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go. Check. What's this up? What's this?
2nd and 5 now. Wentz. And complete to Zach Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
First down, Eagles.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it, sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
All right, quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the 2nd quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Watch Mike. Let's go, G. Mike 52. Check. Hey, Mike 50.
Sunday.
52. Wow.
Listen.
Mike 52.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wentz, rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time.
No.
Let's get off the field. Shift. Watch the shift.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now an open man. That's the tight end, Gesicki. It's complete. That one, a first down pickup of 8. The catches like that, that's what the Dolphins envisioned when they took Gesicki high in the 2nd round a season ago. He did have 22 catches as a rookie, but did not find the end zone. Certainly feels more comfortable wearing number 88, his old college number, after sporting 86 as a rookie. Rosen on the money there to Stills. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Rosen now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down.
Middle.
58 to Mike.
Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
Rosen to throw again. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise. Because if you're at 70% or better, 2 weeks in a row? You have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
2nd and 10 now. It's Rosen. Incomplete. This is Albert Wilson. And he has another first down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. Throwing again, it's Rosen. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down. So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7.
51's Mike. Mike 51. Let's go, tackle. Let's go. We got this. We got this. Go. Mike 51. Mike 51. I'm here all day. Mike 51. Mike 51.
They'll try and throw for it with Rosen. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
1st and 10.
Hey,
Throwing now, Rosen on 1st down. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down. Rosen now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on 1st down. On 1st down, Drake. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Tackle that time by Sidney Jones. On 2nd down, it's Drake. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday. Oh, Rosen is stripped to the football. It is picked up by the Eagles. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. A bad 3rd down mistake there.
Points were already on the board in their mind. And that's the worst part about it, right? Because it's just like in golf. Never count it in the cup until it rolls in there. Otherwise, you can really get messed up with your scores. In this case, you know they thought, hey, at least 3, maybe even a chance to get 6. It's a little bit demoralizing going off the field. Now that you've turned it over and you come up empty.
Yeah, if he holds on to that, at least the field goal on 4th down. Now they lose it.
74. Check that. We want Mike 52 right here. Mike 52. Here we go.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Wentz. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Jackson. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw, it's Wentz. It's over the middle. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
Hey, 7.
from midfield. Here's Wentz. And that would complete to Wendell Smallwood. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Could we get a touchdown in this first half after all? It's 1st and 10.
Hey, watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hey, Mike 52. Mike 52. You run. Mike 52. Mike 52. All day, punk. Watch that. Hey, Buck. What's this on? What's that?
First down, a run with Smallwood. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State.
Hey, Charlie.
From the 27, Wentz. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. That one a first down pickup of 8. The Eagles into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This will be, 38 yards out. And Elliott puts this one through. So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins.
Let's go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
It is such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
A give to Smallwood out of the gun. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Wentz on the give to Sanders. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Those are the type of runs that we did not see from him in the first half, but a good start to the third quarter.
And I know what everyone's thinking that's watching this. They did a great job adjusting at the half. Oftentimes you don't make adjustments. You just dial into your game plan a little bit better, and maybe they're starting to make some headway.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They can't hang with that.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We are seeing 2 really confident defenses, imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
5'9", 5'9". 52, hey! Wahoo! Hey, QB's trash. Let's go. 52's the mic. Watch it. Check tight. Check tight. Check tight. Mike 52. Mike 52. Got you.
From the gun on third down, Wentz. And Jeffrey's got it. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A first down and then some, 36 yards.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great. And what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big game. They'll run on first down. Sanders. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Man 5'7". 52's the mic right here. Hey, kill. Hey, 4-2 kill. Flag. Defense, let's get out the field. Defense. What's your son? 52.
On 2nd and 9, Wentz. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third. This defense tried to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create some scoring opportunities and help out that offense?
Check 52's the mic. Listen. 52's the mic.
Now Wentz on third down. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Derek Barnett able to maneuver in for the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Rosen looking to throw. Oh, he was looking for Parker, but it's intercepted. Cravon LeBlanc with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Now that was a beautiful play. A pick-6. How would you punctuate something like that, partner?
What do you mean, with an exclamation mark?
Exclamation mark, a big word. What would you do with that?
Ampersand?
I like it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick-6. And now the kick is away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
At their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They trail by 10, 13-3 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Back to the air. Rosen after the pick six. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down.
But I guess that answers the question whether or not they want him throwing it again right away after throwing the pick six on the previous drive.
Yeah, not something conservative or underneath. Pretty big shot right there.
Get him right back in the saddle and say, go ahead and sling it, big guy.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10. Now Rosen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10. To throw is Rosen. And here he's got Graham. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. Rosen now 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Rosen will throw. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Rosen again on second and 10. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
3 bucks. Kill. Turn up. Run that. Hey, switch gears.
Third and long here for Rosen. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. They're going on fourth down. Rosen. It's complete to Graham. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a first and 10 down at the 31. Now they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. Malcolm Jenkins up to make the stop.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's second and 7. Here's Rosen to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 17-yard line. On first down, Drake, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. On second and 9, Rosen. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The reception good for 7. It's third down. On third and short, Drake. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they? And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away.
The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
Running right, here's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hey, Delta. Hey, 52, 52. All right, T, let's check. All right, T. Check. Down the man inside, down the man. Kill.
Shotgun now for Wentz. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Rashad Jones. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Monday. 51, Mike 51.
After the interception, here's Rosen. On the right side, open is Gesicki. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8. So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Now it's Rosen. And that's caught inside the 30. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big pickup of 38. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th.
Let's go.
So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll run here with Balaj. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. Down to the 15 from the 21.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They'll stay on the ground. Balaj again. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They run it with Balaj, and he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop him.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's a run with Balaj. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So a big one coming now for Jason Sanders. This to tie things up in the final minute. The kick by Sanders is good. And that will tie this game here in the final minute of play. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Right side caught by Jackson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The Eagles will take their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Wentz to throw. Throw out right, hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
And an Eagle first down.
Done. 280. Great 15. Great 15. Two. Here, two.
I got you.
Back to throw. Wentz. Ertz has it left side. And out of bounds right around the 20. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
Well, they're unable to convert that into much, but it's never a bad idea to try to get the ball into a tight end of his caliber's hands and see what kind of disruption he can cause.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary, but you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
We'll see if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing now is Rosen. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock. He was looking for Parker that time, and it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
One final shot here for Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. You're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for Philadelphia, they continue to keep pace for that first-round bye as they move to 11-1. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Miami, this could hurt in the race for home field advantage as they drop to 10-2 on the year. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.